From Confucius to Donald Trump, apprenticeship has been a critical method for apprentices to learn a trade from masters, and to succeed in life. American-led industrialization and globalization in the 20th century had seen rapid economic growth and job creation around the world, but automation and computerization have made companies and industries too efficient, causing increasing unemployment globally as we approach the second quarter of the 21st century.
We may now need to look into marrying the millennia-old apprenticeship methods with social media to solve the global unemployment crisis, while continuing to create more wealth at the same time.
The latest good news from China amidst America-China decoupling is the emergence of billion-dollar streamers, who promote sales of various goods from watermelon to washing machines, with frequent records of 100 million renminbi per session, easily amounting to $1 billion annually. This chart shows the histogram of influencers of typical conventional social media apps, CSMA. Such data is of course confidential. So we make a guess and our parameters can be adjusted accordingly. This also highlights the value and significance of DMeta Omnihash. It will make parameters of social media platforms transparent, so that the public, businesses, and governments may benefit from them. This is a typical logarithmic scale chart. It means there are 1 million influencers who have 1,000 to 99.99 followers, 100,000 influencers who have 10,000 to 99,999 followers, and so on, and there are 100 influencers with more than 10 million followers. So now the question is, how can we replicate such successes worldwide? The first step is for influencers to collaborate to create alternative platforms to conventional social media apps. DMeta Omnihash is a decentralized automorphic multipurpose identifier which can be used by influencers to establish collaboration across existing social media apps and across industries, so that they can transfer their existing follower networks as tradable decentralized digital assets, which can in turn be used to fund free software programmers to create free software social media alternatives to compete with existing apps, in order to improve reward per user for influencers and make better social media apps, as DMeta Omnihash effectively eliminate capital-intensive shareholders from the business model. The second step is to hold DMeta Omnihash Apprentice Contest, where influencers take on apprentices and train them, while doing this in contests in order to attract sponsorships and promote sales of goods and services. So if we hold one DMeta Omnihash Apprentice Contest or DOAC per month, we will have the following parameters: 10 contest teams with 1 influencer each, 10 programmers and 5 apprentices per team. In this way, we may recruit 100 programmers and 1,000 followers per month. So assuming we recruit 1,000 programmers in the first year, and 10 times the growth for the first 5 years, DMeta Decentralized Metaverse Platform will achieve 10 million programmers in 5 years. From year 6 to year 10, we assume the growth to slow down to a linear rate of 20 million programmers a year, reaching 110 million programmers in year 10. Similarly, for Omnihash followers on DMeta platforms, we assume we recruit 10,000 followers in the first year, and 10 times the growth for the first 5 years. DMeta Decentralized Metaverse Platforms will achieve 100 million followers in 5 years. From year 6 to year 10, we assume the growth to slow down to a linear rate of 200 million followers a year, reaching 1.1 billion followers in year 10. As for revenues, we assume we get $10 per follower per year. So revenues for year 1 will be $100,000 in the first year, and 10 times the growth each year for the first 5 years, DMeta Decentralized Metaverse Platforms will achieve $1 billion year 5. From year 6 to year 10, we assume the growth to slow down to a linear rate of $2 billion followers a year, reaching $11 billion in year 10. Our confidence in these projections lies in the incredibly huge potential of the follower networks of existing conventional social media apps or CSMA. The decentralized automorphic multipurpose properties of DMeta Omnihash are unique in the ability to attract existing influencers to transfer their follower networks to DMeta Omnihash, as we promise higher reward per follower or $10 per follower per year. As DMeta business model incredibly and unprecedentedly eliminate capital-intensive shareholders.